Hey guys, so today I want to do a video on a dragon ley line that I found here in Honolulu, Hawaii, associated with the state capital here. This is right on Google, as you can see, and this is the state capital. This is my first time making a video like this, so I hope everything turns out. But okay, let's get started. So let's show you a street view of the state capital. Here's a street view, and just gonna scroll through some of this. As you can see here, here's from a top view of what you're looking at. It's clear that this is an amazing architecture with multi-level stories of office buildings, and this looks like a giant vortex to me. Let's go to the next view. Little shot of the city. Here's the ground floor view. As you can, the giant, this building is like a giant temple, like a sun temple, and here are some of the vortexes. It's clear to see that this is obviously tapered off, as if channeling heaven energy into the earth. And a bunch of pillars, a bunch of vortexes surrounded this entire building, and two vortexes that branches off of the main vortex. Here's one of them. As you can see, it's surrounded by water. Just amazing and beautiful architecture. So I'm just gonna scrolling through some photos that I took in front of this, just a bell. Here we go with some of the symbolisms associated with this. So in front of the state capitol, you have this Father Damien, who's best known as the guy who took care of the sick Hawaiian lepers on the island of Molokai. And symbolism to me seems like this is the foreigner that took care of the sick Hawaiian people. Okay, moving on. In front of the statue of Father Damien is this row of trees here, and if we take a closer look, there's an eternal flame here. I haven't really explored what's up here, but it looks like it's a park. I know there's a water reservoir, but looks like a park. It would be interesting to get a view of that. And going back up to this shot here, what these two are in and out roads that lead to the parking structure that's below the state capitol. Below the state capitol right here, Father Damien. And just real quick, we're going to look right behind the Father Damien. You have a statue here of Queen Liliuokalani. If you guys are familiar with Hawaiian history, you guys would know who she's about. She's the one. She was the last reigning monarch of the Hawaiians, and she was overthrown illegally. And we'll get into that in a little bit, and that symbolism with that. But now let's move on to inside this sun temple. So here's the inside. Looking out the front, you can clearly see the two rows of trees with the eternal flame. And here's the sun temple here. You can even see the vortexes from within, from the inside. Double rowed vortex columns and a giant vortex. Slight angle of the sky. Just amazing, beautiful architecture. Beautiful temple. Clearly reminds me of something that you would see in ancient Greece or Rome, or even the Egyptians' temple. So here's just a couple more shots, a couple more views. Now here's those two vortexes that branches off of the main one, and one of them is for the Senate, and we'll take a look into the Senate here inside. This is where they have their meeting, as half domed, with what looks like a giant pituitary gland, pineal pituitary, the all-seeing eye, when it's open. And then on the other side, the other vortex, House of Representatives. Amazing symbolism and architecture here. This pineal pituitary looking gland. Look at that thing. It's beautiful. Just beautiful. And here's that ceiling again. Once again, look at those. Look at that. Like it's channeling the rays of the sun into this building. Just amazing architecture. And here's a view of the roof of the ceiling. Now I used to think that it would be amazing to go in and meditate in the center of this sun temple, right at maybe right at high noon or something, where the sun's overhead, you know. But I'm sure it would be amazing. This in the middle. In the 3 years that I was gone, this is what they built, you know, in the middle. But so you can't stand in the middle now. But I'm sure standing right at the edge of this corner might be good enough. Just a view of this architecture here. Some random shots of these vortexes. I mean, beautiful. Look at the intricacies of this. Just amazing. So we have a giant vortex that is this building, and then you have two main branches that branches off, and then various pillars of vortexes that continue. So now we go on to the statue of Queen Liliuokalani and the symbolism involved with that.